Aishwarya Rai married a banyan tree. Look at her halat now. It's not as difficult to solve the AQI issue. But a lot of politically backed deepfake and AI imagery happening. Read the labels and all, because a lot of things which are going to be passed as safe are not.
Not, yeah.
A very prominent death is going to change the political landscape globally. Say sorry to people. Apologize. Don't hold grudges. But yeah, go for more secure investments. Natural disasters are going to be high again. Listen, if you have that much money to go see the Titanic, help the poor.
I know.
You
That's
know?
true. I agree. So today on the Shikha Mishra Show, I'm incredibly excited to welcome a truly multifaceted creator and thinker, Zorian Cross. Zorian is a multi-award-winning theatre artist, playwright, author, and storyteller whose work has taken him to stages across the world. Beyond theatre, he is a deeply intuitive tarot reader and astrologer with expertise spanning Vedic and Western astrology, Kabbalah, mythology, and mysticism. A passionate activist for LGBTQA causes, Zorian brings insight, courage, and heart to every space he occupies. His voice moves between creative expression and spiritual inquiry with ease, whether he's crafting stories, sharing wisdom, or making us see life through new angles. So, welcome, Zorian. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, we are going to do a deep dive into 2026 in today's episode. But before we do that, I want to take a step back and start from the very beginning about you. How did you get into tarot card reading, astrology? When did the cards call to you?
So the cards actually called to me when I was about 11 years old.
Okay.
I was at a bookstore. Actually, I wasn't at a bookstore. My mom had taken me to Shankar Market to buy some materials because that's where the material hub is.
Yes.
Back in the day. And I wandered off and I found the only occult bookstore in Delhi.
No.
Hidden in Shankar Market, and it still exists.
Oh, wow.
And so I went there and I was just fascinated by all the things I saw. The old dusty books, the old little paraphernalia.
Do you remember the name of
Yeah,
the store?
it's called the Piccadilly Bookshop.
Wow.
It still exists in Shankar Market.
Sounds awesome.
I think the original owner passed away due to the pandemic and all, but I think his children now run it, but it's still there.
Wow.
And back then they had a whole shelf full of beautiful tarot cards. And I looked at them and I was like, what are these? So he just said they used to tell fortunes. I got so excited. I ran, grabbed my mom, and I threw a big tantrum because I am like that. And till she wouldn't buy me a deck of cards, I refused to shut up. So giving in to my tantrum, she bought them.
Oh,
and
nice.
very excitedly, I took them home. My Masi was visiting for lunch and she saw the cards. She's like, Chalo, read for me, why not? I don't remember the cards. I don't remember the question. But immediately I got a flash and I was like, Masi, my cousin, I don't want to say her name on camera, but I was like, you'll get a call from her and she'll have some kind of car trouble or an accident. Now, this is in the 90s before there were mobile phones and, all that thing. Landlines were the thing. We get a call in 20 minutes on the landline. It's my cousin calling from a PCO saying her car has broken down in CP. Can she come and pick her up?
Oh my God.
So since then, the cards have been a vital part of my life. Accordingly, I got into astrology, numerology, and all the other various things I got into because, the occult world is so vast. It's, we live in a conscious three-dimensional world, but the occult operates in many dimensions. So if you are getting into one field of study, it's so important to learn as much in all the parallel fields because imagine if all the occult sciences is this one big mansion, but you're only looking in one window. You'll never see the full picture, right?
Right.
You'll never know what the entire mansion is like. So you have to open all the windows and the doors to get as much access. But I've been doing this now for about 3 odd decades of my life. I know I'm old. But the learning never stops. Even now, I teach people, I read for all sorts of people, and I still learn something new every time I shuffle the
But
cards.
isn't that amazing? That's
It's the
awesome.
best. And there's so many people who think that you can learn tarot in a weekend course, or you buy like that one little book which is sold with those guys who pirate the books on the
Right, right.
roadside and everything. Sometimes you get a little tarot book and they just buy that and think, okay, I'll ratmaro this and earn some money. That's such a disservice because, we have people spending years becoming counselors, doctors,
Of
engineers, and
course.
all. It's a field of study. The occult is one of the oldest fields of study, and one of the oldest bodies of knowledges, be it mainstream stuff or the even hidden stuff. It's survived for centuries. It's going to take years to study and
Of
master and more
course.
to practice. And I feel like, if you're immediately running in to make a quick buck from it, you're not respecting the field of study.
That's true.
And I'll get back to you. Like, you're a journalist with so many years of experience. Haven't you met so many young 20-year-olds who think that, oh, I watch XYZ podcast, I can do what you do easily,
I
right?
watched Emily in Paris and now I'm a pro PR person.
Right? It doesn't work like that. It's a
Doesn't.
field of study. So I feel like, the reason why I love it so much, because over and over it's taught me so much how to respect the occult, as well as how to respect and value the people coming to me for readings. Because, you learn every time you read for someone, also. And your empathy grows. And I feel like, the biggest, alternative skill I've learned in the process is just to increase my empathy for others, to
That's good.
understand where they're coming from, because it's so easy to put judgment on someone. It's so easy to feel like, people are like, oh, this one's always got some boyfriend problem, or that one's always cheating on his taxes, or whatever. But then when you open the cards, you see their motives, you see their
Yeah.
trauma. These cards are basically a roadmap to the soul.
Yeah.
And how can you judge a soul? You discover so much, and at the end of the day, we're all part of the divine creation. We're all made of the same stardust. What's the point of judging? And that's why I'm so against when people, go to so called, I'm not going to name names, but they go to these people and they say, oh, there's a curse, or you're doing this because of XYZ reason. And they make them do all these pujas and everything. I want to tell you guys on camera with everything on the record, it doesn't work.
None of the totkas and the toads work. कि इसकी
Listen,
पूजा कर लो तो ये ठीक हो जाएगा, उसकी पूजा कर लो तो ये सही हो जाएगा.
nothing like that works. Aishwarya Rai married a banyan tree. Look at her halat now.
That's true.
Right?
Right.
So, and the thing is, what people don't understand is that we are born because of our karmas. We're born because of the choices we made, not just in past lives, but even in past galaxies and universes. We're not the only life force in this universe, right? How can we expect one puja to outdo millennia worth of karma?
That's true.
Not just century, I'm saying millennia, because we go back in different dimensions all the more. And we're here because of the choices we make. Rather than work on ourselves and do the work and go inside and understand what's going on, paying a pandit and doing a puja is not going to solve your issues. Shani Maharaj doesn't care whether you feed a crow on Saturday.
Yeah, he does it. Imagine like he's probably like sitting up there and writing down कि you fed a crow today and he's not nobody is keeping an account of all this, right?
Exactly.
कि तुम कितनी बारी मंदिर गए और तुमने कितने cows को या crows को खाना खिलाया.
Also, pigeons were brought to India by the Mughals as messenger birds. Now, if a pandit's saying that it's Vedic to give pigeons food for Brihaspati, how is that the logic? From a different culture it's coming, so where's the logic?
Yeah, yeah. True.
So, you know, I think people just don't want to go to therapy.
That's why they go to the Pandit.
That's why they go to the Pandit, because they take get out of jail free card, do a puja or a darshan. Again, I want to make it very clear. I respect all religions, all philosophies, and all. But by doing these things, you are disrespecting the deity you're worshipping. Because what you're doing is you're expecting the deity to be some sarkari office ka PM जिसके साथ जुगाड़ कर लो और PM के साथ appointment ले लो.
That's true.
You know? But that's the thing.
Yeah.
The gods are watching you.
Yeah, and
All-
just be kind, be empathetic. I think that'll get you even more further than doing a puja. Yeah, that's true.
Kindness can overcome so much negative karma.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, simple act of kindness can overpower 100 bad deeds.
Yeah, that's true. I totally agree with that. So tell me a little bit about your book, The Yogi Witch. It sounds so cool. How is it doing? How did you go about writing it? How did the
gosh.
idea come to you?
So that's an interesting story. So the pandemic happened and I had to close down my theater company because, you know, nobody was going to the theater
Yeah.
and everything. And I was feeling very creatively restless because, you know, being locked in, nothing to do, nowhere to go. And before the pandemic, my job was essentially performing in front of a live audience, and now that's gone altogether. And so I think one day at around 4 in the morning, I just woke up and I just got a flash of an idea. And I just opened my laptop and I just started typing away furiously. And the minute it was a decent hour, I just emailed it to a couple of my friends who I really trust. And I was like, read it now. Tell me what you think immediately. That's what I do. Even when I write my plays, I keep sending it to a few friends. I'm like, read it now. Tell me what you think. Immediately, they sent me responses saying that they loved it. What am I doing? I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to write this week.
Yeah, that's
So,
amazing.
now remember, lockdown had just lifted, but we still had mask laws and everything. So every night at around 8:30, I'd leave my house after dinner. I'd drive with the face shield and the mask on, sit in a hookah lounge.
Okay.
That was operating beyond curfew times because, you know, I'm kind of cool like that. And till every night when I'd reach there by around 8:45, I'd start writing. Till about 2 or 3 in the morning, I would be writing non-stop. And like that, within 27 nights, I finished writing the novel.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And I had never written a novel before. I mean, I had experience of writing plays and stories and scripts. I'd written for various I've written articles for like Lifestyle Asia as well as for iDiva, NDTV, and a few other places. So it's not like I was a novice at writing, but writing a novel is a whole different deal
Of course.
altogether. And as much as I'm an avid reader, it's a big difference between loving to read books versus writing an actual compelling book. And I had no connections to publishing. I had no like inroads or anything like
Yeah,
that.
how did you get to a publisher and how was that process for you?
So I obviously first thing I did was I Googled lit agents and I started like, you know, just sending inquiry emails and all. The concept, so I'll tell you the story basically. It's a story set in Delhi. It's an urban fantasy about a gay boy who's raised by his grandmother and his two aunts, Nani and Masi.
Nice.
By day, they teach yoga, and by night, they slay demons because they're witches.
Oh, nice.
And it's set right in the heart of Lutyens, Delhi, but it captures all parts of Delhi. There are chapters taking on Chandni Chowk, Majnu Katila,
Wow.
even Def Call for that matter.
Is that book a little bit about your life?
I mean, there's always some truth in
Of
all
course.
works of fiction, but at the same time, generously
Of course.
peppered,
Fiction, yeah.
peppered with all sorts of lovely things
Nice.
altogether.
Interesting.
But more than about the magic and all, I wanted to celebrate Delhi. I wanted to celebrate queerness in Delhi
Okay.
because I truly believe that, you know, women and queer individuals are magical souls.
Oh.
Because think about it, ever since the dawn of modern civilization, women and queer people have been oppressed by, and it's not a controversial thing, it's a fact. We all know it. But we still survived. We've thrived. And we've come to a point where we are not only willing to fight for our rights, but we're willing to take on powers. So much so now people are scared of offending us in
Yes.
public. And I just love it when people say, oh, we can't say that, it'll become offensive, or the woke crowd will hate it. I'm like, good, you deserve it. To fight so much oppression, yes, we've inherited so much trauma just based on a gender and a sexuality and all. But to be able to fight that, to stand up and be who we are, be it a woman who's found her own identity or a queer person living their own path, that is such a magical force, isn't it?
Yeah, it is true.
I mean, if you think about it, even if, forget our grandmothers, in our mother's generation, this wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah,
right?
probably not.
Yeah, like I believe in our grandmother's generation, it was illegal for them to even have a bank account.
Really?
Yeah, they needed their husband's permission or their father's permission to have a bank account.
Interesting.
So from that time to now,
Today, yeah.
I don't think it's pure practicality. There's some higher force that's empowering us to fight through.
Yeah, that's true. That's amazing.
And that's why I also made my character queer and also surrounded by women. So in a patriarchal city like Delhi, my character is raised in a matriarchy.
Oh, nice.
That helps and empowers them
Yeah.
all together.
That's amazing.
And along with that, I wanted to share so many facts. Like, there's so many myths spread about yoga which are totally false. There's so many myths, not even myths, I'd call them really incorrect interpretations of the scriptures. And the sad thing is, most people don't read the actual scriptures. They'll look up a Reddit thread or a Quora message board. No offense, I stalk Reddit quite often for celebrity gossip, but that's another story. But I wanted to make our culture fun and accessible and dispel conservative propaganda-based myths. It raised quite a few eyebrows.
I'm sure.
But I'm very glad I've had the Bookstagram critics as well as some of the main critics. I think Femina published an entire chapter in one of their issues,
Nice.
which was such a lovely thing for them to do. Usually they don't do that for everyone, but for me, they just published it. Oh yeah, how did I get published in the first place?
Yeah.
Sorry, see, I go off into tangents altogether.
You found a literary agent who
I
helped?
didn't, because the literary agents were basically saying that nobody cares about fiction, your book is too niche, it's not going to sell. Some of them were asking me to pay them 6 figures, only then they'll actually look at my book, and I was like, this is all sounding very scammy to me. So I felt really disheartened, and I was like, such a labor of love. I channeled this book in 27 nights. Most people spend years writing a book. I spent less than a month, but it came in such a force. There had to be some divine way. And just then, I knew someone who had seen a play of mine. I don't want to mention their name, but they're a very well-renowned author.
Okay, sure.
And they had seen a couple of my plays, and they really liked them. And we became Usamani mein. Facebook was a thing. Now it's Instagram, but they were still my Facebook friend. And so I just reached out and asked, listen, I've written this. I'm not able to find a good lit agent. Can you recommend
something? Yeah.
She said, I've seen your plays, I'll do you better. She got me on the email with the main guy at HarperCollins.
Oh, wonderful.
And there was no guarantee or promise. They're like, just based on what we think, we'll see. I think the commissioning editor that time was Swati Daftuar. Now I think she's working elsewhere. But she read the book, and in less than 2 weeks, she called me. She's like, I love this book. I'm going to fight tooth and nail for this book to come out. And that's when I knew I had done something which was divinely blessed, because this kind of a sweetheart deal doesn't happen, especially these days in publishing.
True.
And I'm sure you know also,
Yes.
how close-knit the publishing world is, especially to outsiders coming in.
And nobody reads anymore. So, books are
Exactly.
it's difficult to get published.
True. And I
That's
know
amazing.
it's amazing, but I just hope that I was able to spread light into people's life with
Yeah.
it. And I've gotten fan mail from not just people in Delhi and Bombay, but I remember within the first month I got a fan mail from someone in Uzbekistan.
Wow.
Yeah, imagine someone in Uzbekistan read my book.
That's amazing.
And then I got like someone in a Hawaiian island found out about my book and they ordered it through international Amazon and they found it. I've had people from Finland, I've had someone in Amsterdam read my book.
That's amazing.
And reach out to me and like it. So I feel blessed that, when you can share your art with
Yeah,
people all
absolutely.
over the world, it's one of the most magical things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So let's get to 2026.
Sure.
So let's talk about 2026 in Delhi, since AQI in Delhi is such an international hot topic. Everybody's talking about it. What will happen to AQI in Delhi in 2026?
Let's
See.
see. I'm going to pull these cards, so let's see. Have you ever read tarot before?
No,
Oh, this is your first time?
my first time.
Good, I'm glad I can pop your tarot cherry.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so let's see.
Wow.
AQI of Delhi.
Do I see clouds?
Literally, the first card
Literally.
is showing smoke. Can the camera see it? The first card is literally showing smoke altogether. And look at
Okay.
even the final card. Smoke, smoke, smoke everywhere.
Okay, let's not go any further. I think we have our answer.
But you know what's interesting
What?
in
Tell
the
me.
cards is it's not as difficult to solve the AQI issue.
We just need somebody to do it. Please, someone do it.
People can, it's not that difficult. What the cards are showing is that there's a lot of corporate greed that's happening
Yeah, of
behind
course.
the AQI.
Yeah,
It's
we don't need to.
clear.
Huh?
It's very clear that there's a lot of selfish motives going on behind all this. And everything that's happening, including certain people calling it a temperature or not being able to say AQI in the correct order, they are being paid through shady means altogether. And all this, and they want the AQI to be bad. They want everything to work because they're going to pump us with all sorts of products and pharmaceuticals
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
And people in power are just taking the money and sleeping on the deals.
Yeah.
So if someone chooses to stand up and fight, they can work miracles. But to fight against such power needs a lot of courage.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, okay. So my next question will be about aliens. So the European Space Agency says that they plan to launch this satellite to look for Earth-like habitants on other planets. What do you think? Will 2026 be finally the year we discover human life on another planet?
Let's see.
Interesting.
They're already here.
Oh, really?
They've been here for ages.
And we just haven't found them yet?
Government knows.
Okay.
The government definitely knows, and there are deals being done. I don't know if it's our particular government,
Okay.
but they've already made contact with international governments. In fact, what I can see here, this might be controversial, but the cards never lie.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what there are so many beings that are already on Earth that we don't know exist.
Yeah, true. I'm sure they are.
But there are also so many beings that are still that are watching us, and the government knows. And I wouldn't be surprised if, I mean, I don't want to become all conspiracy theory
No,
or
no, no.
whatever, but the cards have said it, so I have to read what the cards say. Yeah. People who know, and they are in contact with very high level up officials.
Wow, interesting.
And this has been going on for decades.
Decades.
Decades. Contact has already been made. It just said it's only for those who are meant to know.
Oh.
If any raw agent watches this, please don't attack me. The card said it. I didn't spy on anything. CIA people blame the cards, not me.
Yeah. Okay. So, next question.
Yes, please.
Okay. So 2026, they say, is the universal year. It's 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 is 10, and then 1 plus 0 is 1. And 1 is the number of new beginnings, new energy, leadership, etc. So is there going to be this great new beginning? We all begin the new year with so much enthusiasm and,
Yes, and all the New Year's resolution to join the gym, and nobody ends up doing that.
Exactly.
Sure.
So, what is 2026? Is it, as in, what do you see for the year in general?
A lot of hope.
Oh, nice.
I wasn't expecting the cards to be this positive considering how the last year has turned out in so many ways. I see a lot of hope for a brighter future for sure. I definitely see that there's going to be a new change of leaderships in different corners of the world. I honestly, like, from what I get into the cards, I honestly do believe that Gen Z has the power to make a difference in the world. And they make the best memes, of course.
Of course.
But their level of activism and leadership can actually make a difference in the world. I definitely see a lot of innovation happening for sure.
Yeah.
I see there's going to be a lot of innovation. I see, if I have to look at it in terms of India, I see a lot of foreign deals happening.
Okay.
I see a lot of foreign deals coming in. I see there's going to be a lot of exploratory stuff happening. And I also see there's going to be such a powerful year of innovation.
Okay. You mean in terms of AI? Because
That's where I was going to come
Yeah.
to next. With all good things, I'm not saying AI is negative, but the downside is a lot of deep fake is going to happen. There's going to be so much. See, no year is going to be 100% perfect, but I do see there's going to be a lot of misinformation campaigns going on. And AI is going to make it all the more tough. I think with Google Gemini, they have Nano Banana now, which makes
Yeah.
these ultra realistic images.
yeah.
And
Will
it-
2026 be the year of like deep fakes? Every time you see something, you're
lot.
not sure whether it's true or
A
not.
lot.
Yeah.
So, as much as there's hope and progress, as well as new innovations, I would always say please check your sources for all the information consuming, especially post COVID. We've all had to be very careful of
Yeah.
fake news.
True.
But now that's going to go even wilder. And I feel that there's going to be a lot of like, I don't want to say any particular government, but a lot of politically backed deep fake and AI imagery happening, not just in India, but all over. And that's gonna be the downside. There's gonna be excessive propaganda. There's gonna be excessive, it's gonna be very difficult to understand who to believe and who not to.
That's true.
You can always get a good tarot reading to find out the truth, but just be careful of the news sources you consume, and just
Yeah.
be very careful about products you're going to try, because I feel like there are going to be a lot of innovations about consumable technology, like technology which we can either eat, maybe through I know GMOs are already a thing, but I just have this insight that they're testing different kinds of chemicals to mix with the food.
Oh, okay.
So just be very
Read your labels, guys.
read the labels and all, because a lot of things which are going to be passed as safe
Safe.
are not.
Not, yeah, agreed.
Be very careful about where you're sourcing your food as well as your water from. Water is going to become, it's already starting right now, but from what I see, 2026, we're going to experience issues with water that are going to trickle out over the next decade.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, freshwater sources, and I think AI takes a lot of water, right, to run the turbines
Yeah,
and
it's,
everything.
yes,
So,
yes.
environmentalists and people in governments, please take care of the soil and the water, because I do see that's going to be something which is going to
Be harmed or
Harmed,
at
yeah.
least contaminated or, yeah.
I mean, look at where we live.
Yeah, look at where we are. We're in Delhi. We are recording in
I
Delhi.
know.
The AQI is 800
You
today.
mean AIQ?
AIQ is 800 today.
Oh dear. Yeah, so there's a lot of that, but
So will maybe like how gold prices have shot up, water prices will also shoot up, I think, in 2026.
maybe not in 2026, but it can head to
That way, yeah.
way, provided, people don't take the precautions right now. A very prominent death is gonna change the political landscape globally.
Okay, interesting.
I know the death card doesn't always mean death, but I kept seeing visions of a very public death happening
Okay.
on the political spectrum. Again, I don't want to say who or where,
Yes, of course.
but
So,
a very important death will happen that will affect global politics
Okay.
in many which ways. It could also be someone like who's very connected with politics, like maybe like a capitalist or an oligarch or some
Yeah,
billionaire or something,
sure.
but someone very important in power who's got like a lot of fingers in different pies
Yeah,
altogether.
yeah.
There's gonna be some major death connected there,
Okay.
and that's gonna make ripples
Ripples, yeah.
all
Got it.
throughout.
Yeah.
Sorry, when I get into this thing, I have to keep pulling.
No, of course. That's what we're here for. Tell us everything 2026 will bring.
This is a year where you're gonna capture anything that's done this year. We're gonna see the effects all the way to 2034.
Okay.
2034, 2035, we'll see the effects of all the things we are doing today, be it politically, be it financially, everything. Trickle effects are going to happen. I know that's a very long time, but that's the entire process of the major changes. And it's not just on a global level, even on a personal level. There's a major destiny convergence that's going to happen. Exactly when? I would say August, around
Okay.
August, maybe around the Lionsgate portal this year, which is on the 8th of August, 8/8 Lionsgate. Guys, clean up your karmas. It's gonna start affecting you.
Yeah.
Go to therapy. That one does a lot of stuff. Say sorry to people. Apologize. Don't hold grudges. But yeah. Lot of stuff.
So is that astrologically a very strong date?
So the Lionsgate portal,
Yeah, explain that a little bit.
so basically it's where the Sirius star is the closest, the Earth is closest to the Sirius star. Don't ask me how the Earth is close. I can't explain the thing. The scientific definition of the orbital speeds and all. But yeah, basically that's where now in the spiritual world, those are called portals of exchange of dimensional energy. And there are different portals that happen throughout the year. Like And the beauty of our country is we celebrate the two biggest, most powerful portals, which
Yes.
is the most powerful full moon and the most powerful new moon.
Yes.
Can you guess which is the most powerful full moon and new moon?
Holy, na?
Holi for full moon
Full
and
moon?
Diwali for new
Yeah.
moon.
Because
We
I love
celebrate
how
that.
all our festivals are connected to the moon cycle.
Yeah.
And most people don't realize that.
They don't
but,
realize
yeah.
that. And that's what I love about our culture. It's
Yeah.
all connected.
It's amazing.
So, in these very important dates, there's a lot of interdimensional energy that happens.
It's amazing.
So, in the Lionsgate portal, now again, this is very French. Take it with pinches of salt.
Sure.
You can believe it or not believe,
Yeah.
but this is just stuff I've read and experienced. My truth may not be your truth.
Of course.
But according to some, there are certain ascended masters that govern the spiritual powers of the earth. Some of them are known as like Rishi Babaji, Mahavatar Babaji is one. They say the Count of Saint Germain is another one.
Okay.
Mary Magdalene was an ascended master. Like that, there are many
Right.
ascended masters who govern the ascension of the planet. In the Lionsgate portal, which opens up, ascension can be made all the more possible for us to evolve into higher beings.
That's amazing.
And so that's a very important karmic activation period because 8-8, Saturn.
Nice.
Saturn rules the karma. Now, what that means is that on that particular date, if you do a lot of healing work, do a lot of meditative work, or whether you actively choose to, work on yourself, that's when the cosmic record keeper checks your records and they see whether, okay, are these souls ready to ascend?
Nice.
Are these souls ready to go? And those who aren't, they'll just be stuck in samsara. But those who are, that's a particular time where you can skip ahead of the line.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice.
Again, this is just one of the many theories.
Sure.
There could be many other theories, but this is the one that resonated with me and the one I found to be the most, I wouldn't say accurate, because what is accurate in this world, but this sat with me the best. Let's
Yeah.
put it like that.
But that's amazing. 2026 sounds like a cosmically beautiful year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But with all things beautiful comes great responsibility. That's why please work on your mental health, work on your healing.
Yes.
Don't take it for granted. And one practice which is very simple on paper but very difficult for everyone to do in personal life, start forgiving.
Oh, I know. It's tough.
Yeah, especially when it comes to forgiving ourselves. Most people don't even think they have anything to forgive themselves
That's true.
for.
That's
but
true.
forgiveness is going to actually make a world of a difference. But it has to come honestly. You can't just say, I forgive you and hold a grudge forever. Work on forgiveness. If you can't do it on your own, a good therapist or a good healer can help you.
Yes. Yes.
And just follow that.
Yeah.
People who are going to actively work on their mental health will have an amazing transformative time,
Yeah.
and it'll trickle down into the future.
But what should people watch out for in 2026? Can the cards help with that?
Of course. Anything in particular, or should we just let the cards dictate?
Yeah, we should let the cards tell us.
I hope the camera's getting the cards.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
This is the year where people should start taking their finances very seriously.
Okay.
I would say that, I know there are a lot of people that love playing the stock market or whatever. I'd say go for more secure investments.
Okay.
Real estate is something. There will be fluctuations, but investments now made in real estate will have long-term benefits. The short-term ones may not be that beneficial, but in the long term, those investments will pay out. And for those who want to get out of tricky real estate situations, do it now, or you'll be stuck in them for a long
Oh,
time.
okay.
I natural disasters are going to be high again.
Oh no. Okay.
Again, I'm not going to give the specific geographical location because whatever, but that's something. It's all due to, again, the environment and due to, like, people not taking care of the environment. So we damage the earth is going to rebel, right?
Exactly. Agreed.
Like, don't you remember when we were all locked up, we could finally hear birds sing
Yes.
and the skies became
Yeah.
blue because we stopped polluting?
Yes.
So if we need to start really taking care of the earth because the earth doesn't care for us. No, it's true.
Yeah, it will fight back.
And the thing is, there are so many species of animals that have existed before us and after us. The earth doesn't care. We have to fight for our own survival and existence. I wish certain people would spend their billions helping the earth rather than going to Mars to terraform it.
Or diving into the deep sea and never coming back. I mean,
I swear, I was so happy when those people who were going to see the Titanic sunk. Listen, if you have that much money to go see the Titanic, help the poor.
I know.
You
That's
know?
true. I agree.
Rich people, I don't hate you all, but still.
Will there be more cool expeditions like that in 2026? I'm sure there will be.
Listen, where there's money to spend,
Yeah,
it'll be
there will be
thrown.
something. Yeah.
But that's the thing the cards are warning.
That don't do it.
Be very
Don't
careful.
do it, guys.
Don't do it, and be very careful of your investments and planning. Like, risky overtures are not to be done
Okay.
this year.
Okay.
The more stable the investment, the more you're going to get long-term benefits. Don't go for the short game. Don't go for quick results. Obviously, everyone's individual chart is different.
Of course.
But as a general, just be very conservative with your finances
Okay.
this year. Although I'm the kind of person that just buys a Labubu every month. But yeah, just be careful on spending. Be more focused on safe investments and savings.
Okay.
Land and real estate and natural resources. People are looking for investment opportunities. Look at natural resources.
Okay.
That's going to be a very profitable thing soon.
I think land has always been the best thing to invest in, right?
I mean, depends, yeah. You have a beautiful house, but then somebody makes a metro rail right next to it.
That's true.
So that can be a little tricky, but at the end of the day, just be conservative with your
Got it.
finances.
Got it.
Not with your values, but with your finances.
Got it.
With your values, be open, be woke, and be progressive.
Can the cards also predict things like the Labubu trend? Can they see things like that? What will be the trending doll or the trending song of next year?
Hi, I wish that all the Bollywood people would come to
Wow, they'd be paying you millions just to
I
let
know,
them
but
know.
no, they have to create it. But let's see what we can. I'll see what the cards say about pop culture. in
Yeah,
general.
about pop culture.
Interesting. Traditional celebrity might be dying even more this year.
Really?
Like not dying, but the
But
whole
you mean the trend of that traditional film star celebrity?
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
that's gonna be reaching down because
Social media took over.
social media took over, but this is not gonna be like pure influencer culture. I think, now what I'm seeing the trend going on in pop culture is people want more substance. People want a purpose. Less brain rot is always gonna be there, and I love my brain rot.
Yeah.
I think,
Totally.
yeah, like last year I was obsessed with those Ganji Chudel videos. They were
Ganji Chudel, yeah,
I love
that.
Ganji Chudel.
Yeah.
But then she started doing Nika ads. I'm like, you've lost the charm altogether. I love Nika, by the way. But anyway.
I know. What would we do without
I
Nika?
know. But yeah, it's like, let the memes be memes. Why do you have to get marketing involved? But yeah, I see that there's there are going to be some very interesting cinema shifts that are going to
Okay.
happen that are going to take the art of cinema to a whole different level. I don't know, I can't pinpoint it because I'm not a
Sure.
filmmaker or whatever, but I just see that the cinema that's going to be produced this year in 2026 will dynamically change the way movies and stories in general are presented. And it's not going to be your typical fare that's going to do well at the box office. They're going to be very interesting sleeper hits.
Okay.
I'm seeing a lot of cult classics come about.
Nice.
And I see some very interesting slow burn sensations, like, things which take a while to find an audience, but when they do, like, remember Andaz Apna Apna
Yeah.
flop, but then
Yeah.
it found its audience?
Yeah.
Or like how Laila Majnu also flopped in its release, but it found its audience
Yeah.
and then got a big cinema re-release
Right.
again. I see cult phenomena like that also happen
That's
in
amazing.
2026.
Yeah.
I see this is going to, like in the previous reading, I said innovation. I think even with media and how we consume it, is going to be major innovations. Obviously, OTT is going to be huge, but I definitely see the patterns of celebrity as well as consuming media and how art is produced is going to be radically shifting this year, and it's going to be a trend that's going to continue
Nice.
all across the board. I keep seeing that every innovation is going to have major long-term results all the way till about 2034, 2035. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think 2026 sounds like a fabulous year. I'm looking forward to
Oh
it.
yeah, just take care of the environment. That's all.
That's all we ask. We're doing so now. Okay, let me say it and then you do it. So now we're doing a final oracle reading for 2026.
Yes.
Yes.
And oracle readings are very powerful. So the tarot is a separate field altogether, a separate deck of cards. Oracles contain messages from divine sources.
Oh,
So think of it like the little divine cherry on top with a final message from
Nice.
different sources. Let's see what they say. Okay, you guys are on camera. You've seen I've not manipulated the cards at all.
Yes.
Everything I said has
Yeah.
been there. The first thing, innovation, focus, intentions
Yeah.
have come up.
nice.
So literally, if we focus on innovating and actually making a change to our climate, it will happen.
Wow. That's a
And-
nice positive message for
And
the next
it's
year.
literally repeated just what I said.
Yeah.
And remember what I said about forgiveness? Forgiveness.
Yeah.
Literally, if the camera can zoom in, the card says forgiveness.
That's amazing.
And it's Jesus come up here. So literally, and Jesus, again, I'm a Christian, but Jesus taught the virtues of forgiveness and turned the other cheek.
Right.
That's the easiest way to clean your karma. It's so beautiful that that message has come up.
That's true.
And finally, we've got the Ascended Master El Moria. Remember, I talked about Ascended Masters. And his message is the universe is with you, wear a cloak of protection and love. There's going to be so much stuff that's going to happen in 2026. Again, I've said it over again, but the effects are going to trickle down
Yeah.
for over this entire decade.
So it's an exciting year,
Very
2026.
exciting, but please forgive yourselves and operate from a place of love.
Okay.
And remember, everything, including our AIQ, can be solved, but we have to focus upon it and rally behind it.
Yeah, that's
Just
true. We
sitting-
all have to make the effort.
We all have to make the effort, and we can make the effort. Gen Z activism can do so much, but boomers should not just sit on their back. They should also get up and,
Get into action.
yeah, get out of your retirement homes and. Sorry, old people. I'm old too, Botox.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Zorian, thank you for this powerful, no filter conversation. We've been reading the signs, decoding patterns, and predicting what 2026 has in store. From cultural shifts and viral trends to the ideas and anxieties that will shape how we live, work, and create next year. If this episode made you think, pause, or feel slightly called out, hit like, subscribe, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to send us your questions in the comments. And maybe, just maybe, Zorian will give you his sharp insights. This is the Shikha Mishra Show, where we don't chase trends, we predict them. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode. Ciao.